Cool. So, hello everyone. Today's session is on arithmetic part 2 questions discussion. We'll be discussing questions on time work, time speed distance, set theory, and word problems. Right? Let's move forward. Cool. First question. All right. Bhavik, can you go through the first question?
Hello, absolutely. All right. Pump A, pumping water at a constant rate, can fill a certain swimming pool in 6 hours. Pump
So,
B,
just a second. This is time into rate is work done. Hmm. So, information on A can complete a work in 6 hours. All right. Similarly, pump B,
can fill the same pool in 4 hours.
same pool. Work is the same. Four. So just after reading these two sentences, what value of work can you assume?
We take an LCM of both
Multiple of
4 and 6.
6 and 4,
Yeah.
which is 12.
12.
So rate comes out to be 3. Sorry, rate comes out to be 2. Rate comes out to be 3 here. Hmm. Read.
If both pumps begin filling the pool simultaneously,
Hmm.
when the pool is empty
Hmm.
and pump B breaks down 1 hour after they begin filling the pool, how
Okay.
many
This,
hours? Yeah.
just a sec. This means that together they work for 1 hour. Together they work for 1 hour. And after that, pump B breaks down. Is it clear, Bhavik?
Yes.
Okay. So what's their combined rate when they are working together?
5.
5. So time is 1, rate is 5. So 1 into 5 is 5. So together they finished 5 units of work. They had to finish 12 units. So they are
Yes.
remaining with how many units?
7.
7 units of work. Okay. So what is the question saying?
If the pump B breaks down 1 hour after they begin filling the pool, how many hours will it take for pump A alone to finish filling the pool?
Okay. So remaining work is 7 units. Only A is
Yes,
working. So what is A's rate?
2.
So something into 2 is 7. So what is this something?
Yes,
7 by 2,
3.5. Yes,
which is 3.5.
3.5.
Very good. Question number 2. Go for question number 2, Bhavik.
Okay then.
Okay. And if
Uh,
anyone has any doubts, you can, speak right away. Go on.
Uh, I actually had a small question.
Hmm.
So there are two ways. Either we take an LCM of the numbers, or we
Hmm.
can assume the work is taken as one,
Correct.
and then put it as a fraction. So is there
Absolutely.
any benefit to taking it as a fraction? Because I tried by both methods. Like in
Hmm.
the second question, I did, 1 upon 12 in the
Hmm.
second question.
Hmm.
But I found that to be longer on the contrary when it came
See,
to calculating.
sometimes when there are variables, okay, then working with fractions seems easier. It totally depends on the question and it also depends on how you are comfortable. If you are good with taking numbers, then go for this. Otherwise, you can just assume the work to be 1. So rate comes out to be 1 by 6 here. If you are assuming the work to be 1, rate comes out to be 1 by 4 here. So combined, if you are good with fractions, you can use that method, or else I suggest to go via this method.
Okay. All right. So working alone, printers X, Y, and Z can do a certain printing job.
Mhm.
Consists of large number of pages in 12, 15, and 18 hours respectively.
12, 15, 18. Go on.
What is the ratio of time it takes printer X to do the job?
Yeah, just a sec.
Yeah.
Looking at these values, they are doing the same work. Take the LCM. Assume
Yes.
what will be the value of work. It should be a multiple of 12, 15, 18, which is,
Yeah, this is the I actually did 1 upon 12, 1 upon 15, 1 upon 18 here.
so
So
multiple of 12, 15, 18 is 180.
180. Yes.
So this comes out to be 15, 12, 10. Hmm. Now, what is the question saying?
What
What
is the ratio?
what is the ratio of time it takes printer X to do the job? What is the time taken by printer X to do the job?
Uh, so 12.
working alone at its rate, to the time it takes printers Y and Z to do the job, working together. So if Y and Z are working together, what's the rate?
22.
And the work that they need to do?
It will
180.
still be 180 only.
Hmm.
Yes.
So what will come here? 180,
180 divided by 22.
180 by 22.
Yes.
So this is 180 by 22. How will you simplify this?
We just by 6 I would divide them, you know.
See, you can multiply first by 22, so
Oh,
you get
yeah.
12 into 22.
Oh,
And 180 is what? 12 into 15, right?
yes.
Then you can divide this ratio by a 12, which gives you
Hmm. 22 by
22
50.
to 15,
Yes.
which is option D.
Hmm.
Cool?
Cool. Yeah.
Nupur.
So just a minute.
Yeah.
Just a second. I just need
So,
5 minutes
we just
more
took the ratio of the rates in the previous one, right?
We took the ratio of times.
That time.
Yeah. One, who was speaking?
So Nupur, I just
No, no,
need
no.
4 more minutes
Yeah, 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 Nupur.
to reach room.
Cool, 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 cool. Okay, okay. Yeah. Summer, we took the question
Yes.
was asking ratio of time. So we took time, not the ratio of rates.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Astha, can you explain the third
Yes, sir.
question?
Yeah. In order to complete a reading assignment on time,
Hmm.
Terry planned to read 90 pages per day.
So 90 is what? Rate.
Wait,
Do you know the time?
no,
Let's say the time is T. So what is the work done?
90T.
Very good. Go forward.
However, she read only 75 pages per day at first.
At first. So the new rate is 75. Hmm.
75. Uh, Leaving 690 pages to be read during the last 6 days before the assignment was to be completed.
Okay. So 690 days she read later. So 690 pages is the rate.
Work,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, the work that is left.
Mm,
And she read these 690 pages in how many days?
6 days.
6 days. Okay. Before the assignment was to be completed. So
Mm,
assignment needs to be completed in how many days?
T days.
And she took 6 days at last. So how much time did she take initially when she was reading at a rate of 75 pages per day?
T minus 6.
Very good. So what is the work done at this point? At this time?
75 into T minus 6.
Hmm. How many days in all? So the question is asking the value of T. Did Terry have to complete the assignment on time?
Time.
Now please tell me, how can you relate these three rates?
We can do 90T is equal to 75T minus 6 plus 690
And why are we doing this?
because the work done is the same.
Yeah. So initially Terry's doing this much of work, and lastly in 6 days he's doing this much of work. So this plus this should equal the total work. Okay. So
T6.
so what is 75 into 3? 75 into 3 is 225. So 75 into 6 would be
450.
very good. So 90T minus 75T is 25T. And what is 690 minus 450?
240.
240. 75T, sorry, this is 15T. So
Yeah.
15T is equal to 240. So 15 ones are 15,
16.
90, 15, 6 are 90. So time is 16 days. Very good.
Sir, I didn't understand. Can you please explain once again?
What part did you not understand?
T minus 6. Why are we doing that?
So Terry is doing 690 pages in the last 6 days, and he needs to complete the assignment of time. Initially, he was supposed to read at 90 pages per day and doing in T hours, in let's say T days, sorry. So this was the work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
But what actually this was supposed to happen and this happened. He's doing 690 pages in the last 6 days. Okay? And he needs to complete the work on time. That means the remaining time, that is t minus 6, he's working at 75 pages per day. She is working, sorry, Terry is a she. She's working at 75 pages per day and working for t minus 6 days. So 75 into t minus 6 is work 1, and in the last 6 days she's doing 690 pages in 6 days. So W2. So can I say the total work is nothing but what she's doing in the first half and what she's doing in the later part? This is what I've done.
Okay. Okay. Got
Cool.
it. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Vivek, go for this. Question number 4.
Yeah. A team of 10 workers can paint a wall in 8 days.
So first of all, you just need to fill the information properly. 10 workers, 8 days. So 8 days I'm writing here. See, right now the question says 10 workers. Do I know the rate of worker?
No, but you can assume it to be 1 per worker.
Okay, so I'm saying let the work done by one worker is 1 unit
Yeah.
per day. So for 10 workers, what would be the rate?
10 units.
So what is the total work done?
80.
80 units. Okay,
80
go on.
After working 2 days,
Stop.
X
Stop. After working 2 days, that means these 10 workers are doing 10 units for how many days?
for 2 days.
So how much of the work is completed?
20 units of the work is completed.
So how many units of work is remaining?
60.
Very good. Now go forward.
So after 2 days, X additional workers join the team,
Hmm.
and together they finish the job in 4 days.
Okay, that means now the rate is changing.
Yeah.
As in first, these workers, 10 workers were there, so 10 units. So this box will contain 10 plus something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not writing anything. Okay. They finished the job in 4 days. So time is 4. So
Yes.
4 into something is 60.
Yeah.
So what is this value?
15.
15. So initially there was 10 plus what? 5.
8. Yeah.
We know that for one worker, the rate is 1 unit per day. So if we have this 5 units per day, then how many workers?
5 more workers.
5 more workers. So what is the value of X?
X is 5.
5.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good, Vivek. Do the same, apply the same logic here in question number 5.
Do you want me to read this?
Yeah.
Okay. So if 20 diggers
20
each work,
diggers. Okay. Let's say I'm saying for one digger, the rate is D. So for 20 diggers, the rate would be
80,
20D.
each working at the same constant rate,
Hmm.
can dig a 100-meter long trench in
Just a sec. Right now, so do we need to assume the work or is it already provided? Work is 100 meters.
yeah, in 3 days.
So can you find D from here, from this information?
Yeah.
Time into rate is work done. So time into rate is what? 60D is equal to 100. See, right now, here you couldn't assume D to be 1 because the question has already provided you the value of work done. Okay. In earlier case, we were assuming the value of work. Here, the work is already provided, so you cannot assume rate to be 1. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So D comes out to be 100 by 60, which is 5 by 3. So we know the value of D, which is 5 by 3. Go on.
How many diggers are needed to dig a 180-meter long trench?
Just a sec. How many diggers are needed? I am saying, let's say Y diggers are needed. Okay. We know the rate for one digger is 5 by 3. So for Y diggers, the rate would be
5 by 3y.
5 by 3Y. Very good. So rate I'm writing 5 by 3y. And what's the work done?
180 meter.
In the same?
In the same, in soft soil in the same 3 days.
Given that,
Given that a digger is 20% more productive in soft soil than in hard soil.
okay, so whatever rate we assumed, we have to increase this rate by?
20%.
So what is 20% increase? Can I write 1 plus 20%?
Yeah.
So can I write this equation as 3 into 5 by 3y? What is 1 plus 20%? 1 plus 1 by 5, which is 6 by 5 is equal to 180.
Yeah.
3 will get cancelled, 5 and 5 will get cancelled. 6 into 30 is 180. So y comes out to be 30. Is this point clear? I'm simply making equation and I'm simply going according to what the question is saying. And that is what you guys also should be doing. Is this point clear, everyone?
So if the work
Aman,
given,
Yeah.
we shouldn't assume the rate to be 1, right?
Yeah, it's already given now. 100 meter, 180 meter. If you are assuming, then you'll have to relate it afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Vatsalya, you were saying something.
Yes, I was saying that previously I did not take it as 20D. I reduced it to 20. Like earlier there were 20 diggers. I reduced it to 20% first, and then I calculated like I increased the rate percentage to 20% first, and then I did the quadratic part. So is that correct? I just wanted to know.
Didn't get your point. You increased
So
what?
so so you calculated 5 by 3y and then you increased it by 20%, right? So I calculated it by I made it 120 by 3.
Okay.
I did not take it 20 by d, and I just did 120 by 3. I increased it to 20%, and then I solved it according to unitary method, and then I just got the answer to be 30.
Okay.
So
All
I just
right.
wanted to know
That's
my approach is correct or not.
as long as you are increasing it properly. First I'm calculating the value, then increasing. Even if you are not calculating and increasing, it should come the same. Okay, not a problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Vatsalya, go for this question.
A cistern is filled by an inlet valve in 5 hours.
So time.
However,
Okay, so we
yeah.
will not read the whole question. I'm stopping you right here because once I know, I'll fill out this information and then I'm moving forward. I do not read the whole question, okay? I break it down
Yes.
and then I read. Yeah, go on.
However, because of a leak, it takes 30 minutes more to fill it up.
That means if there's an inlet that is open, plus if the leak is also there, how much time they are taking?
30 more minutes.
That means 30 minutes is 1 by 2 hours, or you can
Yes.
say 0.5 hours. So can I say this is 5.5 hours?
Yes.
Okay. If you were to assume the value of work, then you have to assume some multiple of 5 and some multiple of 5.5.
Yes.
What comes into your mind? 5 into something. 5.5 into something. 555.
A multiple of 5 only.
So you can assume this to be 55.
Yes.
So 5.5 into 10 is 55 and 5 into 11 is 55. Okay.
Yeah.
Now please tell me, this is the rate of inlet.
Yes.
I'm saying I. So when they are both working together, can I say this is nothing but rate of inlet plus rate of the leak?
Yes.
Can I say I plus L is 10, and do I know the value of I?
Yes. 11.
So what is the value of L?
This is
-1.
okay. Yeah, -1.
So minus only suggests that this is leaking, na? So that is decreasing the work. As in this is the same case wherein A is constructing and B is destroying.
Yes.
Now, what is the question asking?
In how much time will the leak empty the filled cistern independently?
Okay, so you need to do 55 units of work, and what is the leak doing? It is leaking
Minus 1.
1 unit per day. So what will come here in the time part? Something into 1 is 55. So what is this something?
Minus 55.
55. Okay. Minus suggests that there is a leak. That's all.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So answer is 55. Good. Ganesh, can you solve? Can you read this question for us quickly? Ganesh, Aditya. Okay. Harsh. Jyotishman, yeah, go on.
So,
Yeah.
a force of 60 men
Hmm.
has food for 28 days.
28 days. So time 28 days, 60 men. Do
We
you know
assume one man's rate of work as M.
you're assuming M?
Yeah,
Okay.
so 60 for 60 men, it will be 60 M.
Okay, so 28 into 60 M. You can also
1680.
yeah, no, you don't need to calculate. That's a bad strategy. You just write. Okay, do not
Okay, okay.
calculate.
Okay,
Alright,
sir.
and one more thing. See, if there is no information, if there is no work given, then you could have assumed the value of M as well. Okay, right now I've written this, but let's say if M is 1, as in let the rate of each men be 1 unit per day. You can also assume M, not a problem. That will get cancelled out later. Not a problem.
We can do it in all the scenario, right? Like we can
Yeah,
take
yeah.
one.
Yeah, absolutely. You could have taken 2, 3, 4, anything.
Okay.
As long as there is no rate information given, as long as there is no work information provided by the question. Okay, then you can definitely assume.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it.
ठीक है.
Aman, why would you take the rate to be 60?
Rate of each man is 1. So what is the rate of 60 men?
Okay, so yeah, 60.
We are talking about 60 men here. Okay. Go on, Jyotishman.
8 days later,
Okay, 8
we-
days later, just a sec. That means they
60
had
men has
food.
worked for 8 days.
No, just a sec. They had food for 28 days. Force of 60 men had food for 28 days. They had consumed 8 days of food. Okay?
Yes.
So how much of the work, as in how much of, what should I say? How much time is remaining?
20 days. 20 days.
20 days. What's the rate? 60.
60.
So what's the work? 20 into 60. This is supposed to happen. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Supposed to happen. But did it happen?
No, sir.
8 days later, something happened. What happened?
Reinforcements arrived.
As in, some more men arrived. Go on.
Leaving the number of days,
Hmm.
the food would last to 15 days.
So earlier it was supposed to last for 20 days, but right now the food will last for only 15 days. Why? What had happened?
60 plus X. So X amount of men has come.
Okay. So I'm saying something. Some men came. Okay.
Okay.
So what will be the value of work done right now?
Well, sir,
I'm saying only the value of this rate is box. Okay. And this is 15. So can I say the work done is 15 into box?
yes, sir, 15 into box.
And what's the relationship between this work and this work?
Both are equal.
This is the same food that these 15 people are going to eat, right?
Yes, sir.
Same food. So can I say 20 into 60 is nothing but 15 into something? I'm not assuming X, I'm not assuming Y. So as to simplify my calculation, so 15 into 4 is 60, 20 into 4 is 80. That means this something is 80. That means how many more men arrived?
20 men came.
20. Option D. Hope it is clear, not that difficult.
Okay, sir.
So, Aman, just one question.
Hmm.
20 into 60, you equated with 15 into box.
So see, for 28 days, this was the food that was available 8 days later. That means these men have consumed the food for 8 days.
Yeah.
That means we are left with 20 days, and the food that is remaining is 20 into 60. Now, the same food has to be shared with some more people, and hence the food is lasting for only 15 days.
Okay, no, makes sense. Understood, understood. Thank you.
All right. Sean, question number 8. Quick.
Yes, so A and B can separately do a piece of work in 20 and 15 days respectively,
Cool. Assume work
or one,
60
sorry,
or 120.
yeah, one.
Go on.
They work together for 6 days,
Stop
after
right
which
there. No, you don't have to read the whole question, man. They work together for 6 days. That means they are working together for 6 days, and what's their combined rate?
7,
So they worked how many units? They
only
completed
2.
42.
Yes,
And now the work remaining is
18.
18
Yeah.
units. After which,
B was replaced by C. If the work was finished in the next 4 days,
just a sec.
then
No need to read, man.
Hmm.
That is what I'm saying. Fill the information. If the work was finished in the next 4 days, time is 4, work is 18. What will come here? 4 into something is 18. Let's say y. Example. So 4y is equal to 18. Y is equal to 18 by 4, which is 9 by 2, which is 4.5. So this 4.5 is the combined rate of A plus C. You know the rate for A is 3. So what will be the rate of C? Together they are doing 4.5 units per day.
So 1.5.
1.5. So time, rate, work. Rate of C is 1.5 units. And what is the question asking?
And the number of days in which C alone could do the work.
What's the total work?
60.
So something into 1.5 is 60. So what should come here? Either you can assume a variable, let's say Z. So Z into 1.5 is equal to 60, and then you calculate. Or I know 4 into 15 is 60. So 40 into 1.5 is 60.
Okay.
Is this point clear? Or if it is not understood, you write like this. Z into 1.5 is 60. Z is 60 divided by 1.5, which is 600 by 15, which is 15. 40s are 60.
Yeah, got it. I just have one question. How did we get 3 and 4?
3 and
4. So the
this
time is
one.
20. Yeah.
Arey Baba, work done, you assume 60 now?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
I think you forgotten, man. 10 in time into rate is work. This is what we have been doing, right?
Yes. Okay.
15 into 4 is 60, 20 into 3 is 60. So when you have this value, can't you say if 20 into something is 60, so 20 into 3 is 60. 15 into
Yes.
something is 60, so 50 into 4 is 60. Clear?
Clear. Thank you.
Go for this question.
Okay. 3 men can complete a piece of work in 6 days.
How will you write this information?
So there's 3 men, so that would be
What will be the rate? You're getting confused a bit.
the time would be 6 days. So
What
work
will
would
be
be
the rate?
60. So this would be 10.
Rate. What will be the rate?
I'm a bit confused.
Vatsalya?
So I took the rate work done as 6 and then I took the rate as 1.
See, right now you have to think with respect to men. You do not blindly assume work right now because there are 3 men. If it was only 1 man, then you could have assumed. So, first of all, 1 man, if you are assuming 1 unit, then for 3 men, what will be the rate? 3 units?
2 units. Oh,
Arithmetic
yeah, so
units. So 3. So what is the work done now?
18.
18.
See, if you do via your way, then what are you doing is 6 into something. You have already assumed work to be 6. Then you are writing 1. But you need to remember this is the rate of 3 men. So rate of 1 man here comes out to be 1 by
1 by 3. Yeah, so that's what I did.
Yeah. But can't you simplify? That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll do that only.
Cool. Sean, go ahead.
2 days after they started,
Stop.
3 more
2
men.
days.
Yeah.
You're not stopping. 2 days after they started. That means they worked for, this is what you should infer. That means they worked for 2 days.
Yeah.
And what is the rate? 3. So 2 into
3,
3 is 6.
6,
They are left with how many units of work?
12.
12.
3 more men joined them.
3 more men join. As I can see, assume they have equal efficiency. That means the rate of these men is the same as the earlier
Okay.
3 men. Okay? That means
Yes.
if we are also assuming their rate to be 1, so 3 more. 3 men were there plus 3 more men. Correct?
So 6. Yeah.
So 6 is the combined rate. So something into 6 is 12. So what is this
So 2.
something? 2 days. Is it clear?
Okay. Yes.
Yasha.
Yes, sir. Uh, 2 men and 3 boys can do a piece
Hmm.
of work in
Right now, as you can see, there are 2 variables here. So please do not make the mistake of assuming men to be 1 and boys to be 1 as well. Okay? You'll go incorrect. Hmm. 2
Yes, sir.
men and 3 boys. Let's say efficiency or the rate of 1 man is M. Efficiency of 1 boy is B. So what is the rate of 2 men? 2M
2m plus 3b.
plus 3B. Can do a piece of work in 10 days. So what is the work done?
10 into 2m plus 3b.
Which is
20m
20M.
plus 30b.
While
3m plus 2b would be the rate. Time would be 8. And then the work would become 24m plus 16b. And that
and
would be
what is
equated.
the relation? They are doing the same work. So
Yes.
equate 20. Then you'll find the relationship between the rates of men and boy. So 20M plus 30B is equal to 24M plus 16B. So 24 minus 20 is 4M. 30 minus 16 is 14B. Okay. So M upon B comes out to be
7 upon 2.
7 upon 2. Correct? So I'm right now I can assume the rate of 1 man is 7. Rate of 1 boy is 2. Okay. So what is the work done? If M is 7 and B is 2, what is the work done?
140 plus 60, 200.
200. And what is the question asking?
How many days can 2 men and 1 boy do the work?
2
Uh,
men. What's the rate of 2 men plus 1 boy?
so 2 men will be 14
2 into
into
7, 14 plus
1 boy would be 2. So
2,
16. So 10 days.
16. This is 140 plus 60 is, sorry, 200. Okay. 20 into 7, 140 plus 30 into 2, 60. So 140 plus 60 is 200. So time into 16 is equal to 200. Correct? In
Yes.
how many days? So this is rate of 2 men plus 1 boy. Okay? So 16 is there, 200 is there. So something, let's say y into 16 is 200. So y is 200 upon 60. So 4 fours are 4 50s are, which is 12.5.
Yes, sir.
Yasha. Is this point clear to everyone? Right now,
So,
I do not know the relationship between men and boys. Go on.
so how I had done it was
So you would have assumed 40 maybe
I assumed
what here?
80. Yes.
You assumed 80 and then you calculated 2m plus
I
3.
added it, then subtracted it. I got 5m plus 5b. I got m minus b or something like that. And then I solved those two equations.
Yes, sir. That same I did. Similar way.
But there I believe if you're saying 10 and this is let's say 80, so 2m plus 3b is 8 and 3m plus 2b is 5. Maybe m and b will come in fractions here in this case.
Now, in the last
So
equation,
3m plus 2b minus 2m plus 3b, we can get 1m plus 1b. That is how I did, sir.
But you want 2m plus 1b now?
No,
How are you going to use m plus b?
So with another equation, we subtracted, sir.
Isn't that a bit lengthy?
It is, sir, but I got 10. I don't know how.
Okay. Yeah, Harsh, you were saying something?
yes, how we have taken that 200 in the last equation? Work.
So you calculated m
Yes.
upon b is 7 by 2. These are not the actual values, but right now I know the relationship between the rates of n and b. If m is 7, I'm saying b is 2. So I have put m as 7 and b as 2. So what is the work done? 20 into 7, 140 plus 30 into 2, 60. So 200.
Okay.
Okay. Coming to time, speed, distance. Dipesh, can you read the question for us? If your mic is working properly. Or Nikhil, can you do it?
Yes, sir, I'll do it.
Okay.
So a predator is chasing its prey.
So predator, I'm writing dater and
The
prey.
other one is prey. Yep.
Hmm.
The predator takes 4 leaps for every 6 leaps. So
If the predator is taking 4 leaps, prey is
the
taking
predator takes 6.
6 leaps. Do you know the leap of what is the length of the leap of one?
No.
As in one leap ka length of this predator? No. So I'm saying if one leap of predator is x units. So what is 4 leaps?
4x.
4x units.
Yeah. The
Similarly,
other one is 6x.
one leap is no, you do not know
Oh, this is another way. Yeah.
y. So this will be 6y. Go on. And by the way, please tell me, the predator takes 4 leaps for every 6 leaps of the prey. Can you please tell me what is constant here? Just by looking at this sentence, can you please tell me what is constant here?
Distance.
Distance. How do you know distance is constant?
Time is constant.
Let's say predator is taking 4 leaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. For every 6 leaps of the prey. I am saying leaps of the prey is something like this. Is the distance constant? Not at all. Arey Baba, time is constant now. 4 leaps for every 6 leaps. So if he takes 8 leaps, he'll take 12 leaps. What is constant? Time. And if time is constant, then what happens? If time is constant, ratio of distances
Same.
is the same as
Ratio of speed.
ratio of the speeds. This is what I know. Okay, go on. Go on, Nikhil.
Yeah. So and the predator covers as much distance in 2 leaps as 3 leaps of the prey.
As much distance in 2 leaps. So predator 2 leaps would be 2x.
Yeah.
Is equal to
3 times of the prey. So 3.
So if 2x is equal to 3y, can I say I want, let's say 6y. If I multiply this equation by 2, what will I get? 4x equal to 6y. So can I say 6y is equivalent to 4x? So in place of 6y, I am writing 4x. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So right now, what is the question asking?
What is the ratio of the speed of the predator to that of the prey?
So right now, what are we calculating? This is what?
This is the speed.
This is the ratio of the distances.
Distance.
Okay, which comes out to be
1:1.
And since time is a constant, speed of predator is to speed of prey will
Would be
also
the
be 1:1. So the key in this question was to find out what was constant. So this is a question that is related to the first topic of time, speed, distance, which was proportionality. I would say very important. Good. Question number 2. Nikhil, you only explain question
Yes, sir. So airplane A flew against a headwind a distance of 900 miles. So we know the distance is 900
and speed
at
was
an
the
average speed of s minus 50 miles per hour.
S minus 50. Okay.
This was again. The other one is airplane B flew the same route in the opposite direction with a tailwind. So this one is opposite, yeah. And travel the same distance at a speed of s plus 50 miles per hour.
See, right
If the
now, just some of you might have gotten confused with, this headwind and tailwind. So in a way, it is saying the speed of airplane B is greater because of the fact that, wind was helping and wind was opposing. That's one point. And some of you may think that this is a question that is based on, relative speed and, something of the sort of application of boats and distances. But here, as there is no information on this headwind, okay, you cannot say that this is a question based on relative speed. This is just a normal question. Is it clear to everyone? As there is no such information provided. Go on, Nikhil.
Yep.
So we can call it similar to upstream, downstream question.
Yeah, but here the wind would have been similar to river, but here there's no information that whether this headwind is so strong that it has some speed, let's say 1 mile per hour, 2 mile per hour. We do not have such information.
So in both the cases, we are subtracting 50 from one, and on the other hand, we are adding 50 to the other one.
But that
so
doesn't.
can we?
No, not like that. No, Nikhil. No, Samat. This is the average speed of A. That is what we know. Nikhil, go on.
Yes, sir. So if airplane A's trip took 1.5 hours longer than airplane B's trip,
Just a sec.
so
Time
TA
taken by A is
1.5
1.5 hours, which is 3 by
greater
2
than
plus time taken by B.
DB. Yeah,
So time taken by A, how will you write?
we would be on
Distance by speed.
distance
900
by
by
speed. Yeah,
is equal to 3 by 2 plus distance by speed
900
900.
by s plus 50.
So I'm taking 900 common and as in taking this here. So can I say this is equal to 3 by 2? I've taken 900 common. Is this step clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Then I'll take this 900 to the denominator. I'm taking it here. And 3 ones are 3 threes are. So this comes out to be 600. Cross multiplying. What will come in the denominator? A square minus B square, which is s square minus 50 square. What will come in the numerator? S plus 50 minus s minus of minus 50 is plus 50. This is what I'm getting. S and S will get cancelled. 50 plus 50 is 100. I'm multiplying s square minus 2500 to the right. 600 to the left. So 60,000 plus 2500 is s square. So s square comes out to be 6, 2500. So s comes out to be 250. Okay.
So I had this with a different approach.
Just a
That
sec. Just a sec. So the question is asking how many hours did airplane B trip take? Okay, how many hours? So time taken by airplane B is this 900 divided by S plus 50. S is 250. So 250 plus 50 is 300. So 3. 3 hours. Yeah, go on, Yasha.
So I had done that distance is constant, so speed and time would be
Yeah.
inversely proportional.
Yeah. Yes, you can do
And
it.
okay.
Same thing. But since I am given this relation, I'm using this relation, okay?
So
Here, go on.
but then this would be used in that as well, because the time would become, the ratio of the time is 3:2, which would become proportional to the opposite of
A ratio, how do you know that the ratio of time is 3:2?
because it's 1.5 hours longer
Longer. So
time.
if I'm saying X is 4 more than B, do you know the ratio?
Oh, but somehow I got the answer. Like I didn't get this wrong.
No, that is not correct. Okay.
All
Not
right.
it. Yeah. Go for this question. Now we'll go via what you were saying. Yasha.
Okay, so if a man walks at the rate of 5 kilometers per hour, he misses the train by 7 minutes.
He
So
misses the train by 7 minutes. So whatever whatever time he took usually while going to the station, if he walked at the rate of 5, let's say this is time t1, then with respect to the usual time, he had taken 7 minutes longer. Okay, go on.
so he misses the train by 7 minutes. So if we assume that I kept it as an ideal time of variable of I, so
You just read the question right now. You just read.
however, if he walks at the rate of 6 kilometers per hour, he reaches the station.
Stop.
Sorry.
If he walks at the rate of 6, so this is some other speed, okay, and this is his home, and let's say this is station. So in case 1, he's walking at a speed of 5. Case 2, he's walking. Scenario 1, he's walking at a speed of 5. Scenario 2, he's walking at a speed of 6. What is constant?
Distance.
Distance is constant. So I'm gonna be using, when distance is constant, you know speed ka ratio is 5:6. So what will be the ratio of time?
6:5.
That's good. And what is the difference in the time right now? If you assume T1 is 6 minutes, T2 is 5 minutes, what is the difference? Difference between the times.
Right now is misses the train by 7 minutes, reaches 55 minutes. So it should be 12.
No.
Right? Because
With respect, no, I'm saying with respect to the ratio. 6,
okay.
5 difference is 1. Okay. I'm not talking with respect to the actual values. I'm talking with respect to ratios. Okay. So in the first case, he reaches 7 minutes late. However, if he walks at the rate of 6, he reaches the station 5 minutes early. So whatever his ideal time was, he would have reached 5 minutes earlier. So this time, the actual time T2 is lesser than 5 minutes with respect to the ideal time or the actual time. So what's the actual difference between these times?
12.
12. In our ratio, you see the difference is 1, but actually it is 12. How can you make 1 as 12?
Into 12.
Into 12. See, these are the actual speeds, okay? 6 kilometers per hour, 5 kilometers per hour. T2 comes out to be 60 minutes. 60 minutes is what?
Wow.
S2 is 6 kilometers per hour. And what is the question asking?
Distance covered is 6 kilometers.
Find the distance to the station. The distance is what? Speed into time, which is 6 kilometers. Is this point clear? You could also have made equation. You know, distance is constant. So distance is, for first case, speed into time, t plus 7. But please keep in mind that the value of time that you'll be getting right now, in the second case, it would be 6 into t minus 5. Okay. But whatever value that you're getting, you'll get the value of time in minutes. As you have said, t plus 7 minutes, t minus 5 minutes. If you directly wanted an hour value, you could have assumed t hours and then you would have done 7 by 60 and 5 by 60. Okay, then the answer will directly come in hours. Otherwise, the answer will come in minutes.
So if we're looking for a difference and the ratio instead of being 6:5 would have been 5:6, so the difference would have been -1.
Why will it be -1?
It'd still be 1.
See. Yasha, when distance is constant, whatever your ratio of speed is, time ka ratio would be inverse. So this time
Yes.
will always be greater.
No, I agree. But I'm just saying, like, for example, if there was a ratio that was given to me, which is 5:6, so the difference of that is still 1, or would it be -1?
5:6. Here, so
Yeah.
this value is greater now. So difference
Yes.
would be with respect to S2 minus S1.
Okay, it'll still be 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Aman, can you solve the other approach, the one that you have here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why there's a need to solve? Can you not solve?
No, I did this, but I got stuck. I just wanted to see how you're.
We should discuss this after the class.
Okay, sure.
But since you have said so, we'll just do it. So 5t plus 35 is 60 minus 30. So t comes out to be 65. So t is equal to 65 is your ideal time. If you are talking about t2, so t2 comes out to be 60 minutes. You know S2, 6 kilometers per hour, which is 1 hour. So distance is speed into time, 6 into 1, that is 6 kilometers.
We want divided by 60. I mean 35 by 60.
You can. I'm saying t is 65 minutes. Okay. So T2 is what? 65 minus 5, which is 60 minutes. Then I'm saying 60 minutes is equivalent to 1 hour.
Okay, so is it okay to divide it in the beginning itself, like t plus 7 by 60, 6 into t minus 5 by 60?
No, t plus 7 by 60. You have already assumed that it should be in hours. You shouldn't do t plus 7 by 60.
Okay, understood.
Question number 4. Suresh Kumar.
Sure.
Yeah, can you explain? Question number 4, as in explain the question.
Car travel. Car travels remaining part of the trip. Okay.
No, I'm unable to hear you.
75% of the way from town A to B, but 3 hours at average speed of.
Be a bit clear, Suresh. Just a sec. A car travels 75% of the way.
Percent of the way from town A to town B, 3/4 of the way.
Let's say the distance is d, so
Distance 3/4 D. 1/4 D.
Good.
At the rate of S.
By traveling at t hours at an average speed of v.
1 by A plus
miles per hour. Just a sec. So for this stretch, you know the distance, you know the time, you know the speed. Can I say
speed.
Distance is equal to speed into time?
Speed into time. Yes.
So can I say distance is nothing but 4vt by 3?
Vt by 3. Yes.
This is the whole distance, okay?
Yeah.
D. So what will be the value of 1/4d? 1/4 of this value.
Vt by 3.
Okay, this is the distance.
Yes.
The car travels at an average speed of s for the remaining part of the
trip.
So this is s miles per hour. You know the distance, you know the speed. Okay.
Speed.
Right now, what is the question asking?
Average speed for entire trip.
Okay, so average speed is what? Total distance. What is the total distance?
Total distance with total time.
Total distance is what?
D. Vt of 4. Yes. 4vt by 3.
Divided by total time.
Total time.
What's the time for this stretch?
T.
What's the time for the next stretch?
Vt.
What?
Time.
Yeah.
Vt by 3.
Time is distance, which is Vt by 3.
Vt by 3. By S.
Divided by the speed.
Yes.
If I'm taking T common, so I'm writing 4Vt, I'm taking 3 in the denominator, I'm taking 3 common.
3ST.
1 plus v by 3s,
3. Yes.
cancelling t and t. If I'm solving this,
4
then I say this is 3s plus v
D.
divided by 3s. 3 and 3 will get cancelled. S will come
4s.
4sv divided by, this is, I would say, a simplification based question. 3
Yes, plus
plus v.
V.
No. This will be
Last.
option E.
V.
Is it clear? Suresh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I just want to ask how did you get VT by 3?
Okay. See, even if I do
1 by 4D.
see, even if I do one step, which I'm not writing, 1/4, no, Baba, 1/4 of D. This is D. If I say 1/4 of this value, what will be 1/4 of this value? 4VT by 3. 4 and 4 will get cancelled.
Okay. Thanks.
Sir,
Go on.
in this question, if we not take T at all, then also we will come at the same answer only.
But how do you know that you'll come at the same answer?
Because sir, average speed for the two phases are given, like V and S. For V for the first phase, S for the second phase. So we can do D total distance, that is divided by distance upon speed for the first phase and distance upon speed for the second phase.
Distance upon speed
for the second phase. Yes, sir.
Distance upon speed.
S.
S.
Yes, sir.
This you can do. Yes. You can.
Okay, sir. I mean, that's how I approach. Actually, I ignored T because
Yeah, I think this would be. See, I have done a lot of things, but what Jyotishman is saying, I think it makes more sense. Since distance information is there, average speed is total distance divided by total time.
Correct, sir.
Time for this stretch, he has assumed 3/4 of D divided by the speed, which is V. Here, distance divided by speed. So D and D are going to get cancelled. So D is getting cancelled, and we are left with 3 by 4V plus 1 by S, which if you solve 3S plus, sorry, there will be also a 4S. So this would be what? I'm putting this 4 in the numerator. 4 in the numerator. Just a sec. Let me simplify. I'm confusing you a bit. Just a sec. So let me just simplify. So I'm taking 1 by 4 common, and this would be 3 by B plus 1 by S. 4 will go to the numerator, and this would be 3S plus V, and there will be Vs in the denominator, which will go up.
Yes, sir.
I think this approach by Jyotishman will work well here.
Thanks, sir.
So,
follow this approach.
One question. So I did it the same way, but then I considered instead of 4 by 3, I considered, 3 by 4, I considered it to be 0.75 and 0.25.
Okay, not a problem.
I didn't arrive at the answer. Towards the end of the class, if you can just show me how to do that also.
Okay, all right. Bhavik, can you explain?
Hello?
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello?
Go on.
Alright. Tara is traveling from city A to city B. The distance between distance between these two cities is 185 miles.
Very good. Go on.
Yes. And she planned to arrive at city B in 2 hours 30 minutes, 2.5.
2.5 hours total time. Okay. Yeah. 2 hours 30 minutes. Go on. I think we lost you, Bhavik. Alia, can you explain?
Sarah is traveling from city A to B. The
The
distance between
distance
them
is 185.
185 miles.
Hmm.
So she plans to arrive at city B in 2 hours and 30 minutes. So 2.5 hours.
Hmm.
Um, her average speed for the first 1 hour 40 minutes was 75 miles per hour.
So time is 1 hour 40 minutes. Okay. So the rest of the time will be, if the time taken here is 1 hour 40 minutes. So what is the remaining time?
Um, 90 minutes.
See, 40 plus 20 is 60 and 30, 50 minutes.
50 minutes, sorry.
50 minutes in terms of hours would be 5 by 6 hours. And 1 hour 40 minutes. 40 minutes is 2 by 3 hours. So 1 hour plus 2 by 3 is 5 by 3 hours. Okay. So time here is 5 by 3 hours. What is the speed here? 75 miles per hour. So what is the distance? Speed into time. So 5 by 3 into 75, which is 125 miles. If the distance in the first stretch is 125, what is the remaining distance, Alia?
60 miles.
Very good. And what's the time taken? 5 by
5 upon 6.
So what is the time? As in, sorry, what is the speed in this stretch? See, she wants to, if she, sorry, we haven't read the full question. Her average speed for the first stretch is provided, but then she realized that she should slow down to drive more safely. If she still wanted to drive at her destination on time, that is this time, and hence I'm taking the remaining time to 50. At what speed should she drive? You know the distance, you know the time. How do you find speed? Distance by time, which is 5 by 6. The 6 will go in the numerator, so 16 to 6 by 5. 5 12s are 12 into 6 is 72. So 72 miles per hour. Good. Not that difficult of a question. This everyone should have done. Yasha. Just a sec. Tanisha, can you explain? Can you talk? Tanisha?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. A turtle climbed to the top of plateau at the rate of 4 miles an hour,
Hmm.
crossed the plateau at a rate of X miles per hour.
We are talking about the speeds, right?
Yeah. And descended the other side of plateau at the rate of X square miles per hour.
Okay.
If each portion of journey was equal in distance, we assume D. What was
Or
turtle's average speed for the entire trip in terms of X?
you can assume D, you
To
can assume 1 as well. Okay. Let's say 1.
Yeah.
Average speed, total distance, which is 3.
3
Total
upon
time.
time, that
Time
would
for
be
this.
1
Time for
by
this
4.
the stretch, distance by speed, 1 by 4.
1 by 4 plus X by
X.
1 by X, sorry. 1 by X plus 1 by X square.
Very good. Okay. Quickly take LCM. How will you solve this?
4x square we'll
If the
take.
LCM is 4x square, then you need to multiply x square here. If the LCM is
Plus
4x square,
4x.
you'll have to multiply 4x here.
That's
And
4.
you already have a x square. You just want a 4. So in the numerator, you'll have 4x square. So 3 into 4x square, 12x square. And what is x square plus 4x plus 4?
X plus 2 whole square.
Option E.
Yeah.
Good. Can you solve this question, Tanisha? Explain and we'll solve together.
Amitabh sees Umar standing at a distance of 200 meters from his position. He increases his speed by 50% and
Just a
hence
sec.
takes 20.
First of all,
He,
read this sentence.
he increases his speed by 50% and hence takes 20 seconds now to reach her.
Okay. Can you just by reading these two sentences, can you please tell me from which topic this question is related, or what is the question trying to ask, or what is the application? Which application is being used in this question? So
The
there are,
application is that the distance is constant.
very good. So there are two scenarios, right?
Yeah.
So
The
first he's
normal
traveling,
one.
yeah, the normal one, and the second scenario in which his speed is increased. His speed
Yeah.
increased by 50%. So if you were to assume some value of speed, what will you assume? 50%.
1.5 times of the original.
50% is 1 by 2. So if I'm assuming initial speed to be 2, the new speed would be 3.
3. Hmm.
And when you know the distance is constant, so whatever the
So
speed to ratio is, the
T
time ratio would be
inverse of it. 3 by 2.
inverse
Yeah.
of 3:2. And why did I
Hmm.
use it? Because I directly know this information. And hence
Yeah.
in the final scenario, he takes 20 seconds.
20 seconds
How will you make this 2 as 20?
into 10. So the initial will be 30.
What was his
So his
original
original
speed?
speed was
You know the
in
distance now.
kilometers per hour.
You
Yeah.
know the distance,
It's
200. You know the time, which is 30 seconds.
yeah.
Original,
So it's
no? So that's why
original
I'm taking
yeah.
this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So distance by time, which is 20 by 3.
18 into 18 by 5.
This is in meter per second. And how will you convert
Yeah.
meter per second into kilometer per hour?
18 by 5.
18 by 5 kilometers per hour.
24.
3 into 6, 5 into 4, which is 24 kilometers per hour. Okay. And you could also make equation and solve, not a problem.
So we can do this 1.5x into 20 equal to 200.
Yeah, that is what I just said now. You can make equation and solve, not a problem.
1.5x, okay.
Yeah, yes. Wow, who's gonna help me out with this question? This is a bit difficult one, I would say. But if you're good with the applications, I don't think it will be a problem. Palak is gonna help everyone out. Yeah, Palak.
A train met with an accident 150 kilometer from station A.
Just a sec.
Station A and B.
Station A, station B. Here, accident happened. Okay.
It completed the remaining journey at 5 by 6 of the previous speed.
Okay, so I have, with respect to equation, I have provided the equation approach in the solution. Here, I'll not be taking the equation approach. We'll be going by what we know. Okay. It completed the remaining journey at 5/6 of the previous speed. If you were to assume the value of previous speed, what can you assume?
6.
6 or 6K, something. Okay. Right now, I'm just assuming 6. So initial speed, if there was no accident, the whole speed was going to be 6.
Yeah.
But since this accident happened, so first stretch, there's a speed of 6. And this is our assumed speed, okay? Now the speed would be, after the accident, 5.
Yeah.
And reached
15 minutes late at station B.
15 minutes late. So whatever time this train was taking in the natural or normal scenario, here the train took.
3 plus 15, yeah.
Plus
And
15.
why this difference of 15 came? What was the problem? See, here the train was traveling at the same speed. No problems till here. So only difference that came was in this stretch. Is this point clear? Because speed got reduced now.
Yeah.
So if I ask you in this scenario that I'm talking, from here to here, this is scenario 1, this is scenario 2. What is constant?
Distance.
Yeah, very good. Distance is constant. Do you know speed ka ratio?
6:5. Scenario 1.
If speed ratio is 6:5, so time ratio would be?
It will also be the same.
It will be the inverse.
Sorry, inverse, yeah.
If the time ratio is 5:6, okay, so what is the increase?
+1.
But in the question, what is the increase?
+15.
How will you make 1 as 15?
Into 15.
Very good.
So 75 into 70.
So from here till here, how much time is actually being taken?
25 minutes more.
75 minutes, and here it is 90 minutes. Okay. Here it is 90 minutes. Go on.
Had the accident taken place 30 kilometer further,
30 kilometer further. So 6. Again, then 6, right? There is no accident here, so 6. Then what would have happened?
it would have been only 7 minutes late.
Right now, you know the time, no? 75 minutes.
Yeah.
So the time taken here would be?
82.
82. Just forget about this time. T plus 15, and I'm just saying right now, it would have been 7 minutes late. 7 minutes with respect to C. I'm so sorry what I just said earlier. See, T was the total time of the trip, okay? This is 75, this is 90. And what would be here? The time would be actual, whatever the actual time was, plus 7 minutes. Okay. Now, please tell me with respect to this, the speed was 6, and after that, the speed would be?
It would be reduced 5 by 5, yeah.
5. Now, let's say if we are comparing this time and this time, okay? Let's say this point and this point. Here, what would be the speed in this stretch?
5.
5. And what will, see, and the ratio of speeds is 5:6?
Yeah.
So what would be the ratio of times?
Same 5.
6:5.
Decrease of.
With respect to the time, there is 1. There's a change, or let's say there's a difference of 1. But actually, the difference is of
7. So into 7.
7. Difference is of
7.3.
8.
And remember, T plus 15, T plus 7, difference 8.
8.
So 1 into 8 into 8. That means, what is the time taken here? 8 into 5, which is?
40 minutes.
You have this information, 30 kilometers. You know time. Can you find the speed? And by the way, why am I finding speed? See, right now, I know the distance from here to here. That is 150 kilometers. But do I have information on speed? I know the time taken from here till here. The question is asking me find the distance between the two stations. For distance, I need speed into time. I have the time information with me. I just need to know what my speed is. Okay. So this is my actual speed, which is 6. 30 kilometers is the distance. Time is 40 minutes, which is 240 by 60, which is 20 by 30, which is 2 by 3 hours. Can I say speed is distance, which is 30 kilometers divided by time, which is 2 by 3. This 3 will go up as in the numerator. So 90 by 2 is 45 kilometers per hour. So now, and this is the actual speed, okay? This is not with respect to 5. This is with respect to 6, which is your actual speed. So here your actual speed is 45 kilometers per hour. and time is also given. What is the time? 75 minutes. In hours, it would be 75 by 60. So what will be this distance? 15 threes are 45, 15 fours are 60. So 225 by 4. This is 4 fives are 20, 4 6 are 24. 1 by 4 is 0.25. So the total distance, this is 150 kilometers and this is 56.25 kilometers. Comes out to be 150 plus 56.25 comes out to be 206.25 kilometers. So I would say this question will explain with respect to examination. I would say not that relevant, but with respect to concepts, very, very relevant. Okay, Palak, did you understand the explanation?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still a little confused because I did this the equation method. That was very huge. But if you could please summarize it again.
Okay. So what I did initially, I made this stretch. This is the usual time or usual way of going from A to B. Okay, but accident happened 150 kilometers after, and hence there is a change in the speed, and the speed was 5 all along. Okay, and hence in this scenario, the train got late by 15 minutes. That means there is a time difference of 15 minutes here. And due to what reason? Because in this stretch, the train was supposed to travel at a speed of 6, it is traveling at a speed of 5. So what is speed ka ratio? 6 is to 5. As distance is constant, what will be the ratio of times? 5 is to 6. So there is a difference of 1. In the actual question, the difference is 15 minutes. How will you make 1 as 15? By multiplying by 15. So you got 90 minutes, 16 into 6 into 15, 90 minutes here. You got 75 minutes here. Okay. You have gotten 75 minutes here, and now the question is saying if the accident had taken place 30 kilometers further, you know 75 minutes, you want to have information on the speed, okay, the actual speed. So there's one more scenario that is provided. Had the accident taken place 30 kilometers further, it would have been only 7 minutes late. 7 minutes with respect to actual scenario. Only 7 minutes late. All right. Now I am comparing these two scenarios because I know the speed is 5 here. And between this scenario and this scenario, there's a time difference of what? 8 minutes. And why is there a time difference of 8 minutes? Why? Because here they are traveling in both the situation. 5 is the speed here, 6 is the speed here. So what is the difference actual? What is the actual difference? Here the train is traveling at a speed of 5 and here the train is traveling at a speed of 6. Hence, distance is constant. So times ratio would be 6 is to 5. So what is the time difference here? 8 minutes. Here time difference was 1 minute. So I multiplied by 8. So 48 and 40. Right now, I know this is 30 kilometers, this is 40 minutes. So speed comes out to be 45. I know the speed in this duration. For this duration, I know also the time. I know the time as well. So 45 into 75 would give you the distance. So 150 plus 56.25. Okay, I would say this question was difficult, actually difficult.
Okay. Thank you so much.
This question you should solve. Vivek.
Yes, sir. A runs 25% faster than B.
Okay, just a sec. If I were to assume speed of A and speed of B, what should I assume? They're 25% faster than B. Then if I were to assume some value of B, 4, 25% more, that is 1.
5.
A is 5. Okay. And allows B a lead of
7 meters.
Okay. So let's say he has allowed B a lead of 7 meters. So right now B is here and A is here. Starting from this point, let's say the time is 8 o'clock. let's say they finish the race, as in the race ends in dead heat, as in they are reaching at the end
Together. Yeah.
together. So A reaches, B also reaches, and their watch shows, let's say, 8:10. What is constant?
The time is constant.
The time is constant, okay? I'm starting from this point wherein B has already walked 7 meters, okay? Starting from this point, which is 8 o'clock right now, they're reaching at 8:10. So time is a constant, okay? So when time is constant, what is same?
The ratio of speed and distance.
Very good. So can you tell me what will be the ratio of distance? The same, 5:4?
5:4.
What is the difference?
1.
In the question, what is the difference?
7.
How will you make 1 as 7?
You multiply. So 28 and 35.
So what would be the length of the race? The distance traveled by A, which is 35.
Yeah.
Okay. Since I have the ratio information and since I have the difference, I was able to perform this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How you has taken 5-4?
You tell me, Mr. Suresh.
5-4 means it's approximation 4 and 5.
Yeah, we have assumed the value, or else
Assumption of
to be on the safer side, you can assume 4K, 5K. But looking at 25%, if the question asks A runs,
50%.
let's say 60% faster,
Okay.
then what value should I assume? Normally you can assume 100, but 60%, I know it's 3/5. So I'll assume the value of B as 3. So A comes out to be 8. Here the
Okay.
speed would be 8K, 5K. Is it clear, Mr. Suresh?
Okay.
Suresh, go for this question.
A and B start swimming simultaneously from opposite X and Y.
Arey, no. You're not reading properly, man. You're
A
not.
and B start swimming simultaneously from opposite ends X and Y.
A bit slower. A and B start simultaneously from opposite ends. X and Y.
Y.
One.
Half
Go slowly. Yeah.
Of a swimming pool of length 200 meters. The length of swimming pool.
Cool. Go forward.
A crosses B, reaches opposite and Y.
Just a sec. So A has crossed, let's say when A is here, A has just crossed B is going there, and A reaches Y and turns back immediately and again meets B, let's say here.
A distance of 120 meters from X.
At a distance of 120 meters from X, from this point. So with respect to Y, he has traveled what?
80 meters.
So B has traveled 80 meters.
80 meters.
Now please tell me, Mr. Suresh, if A is traveling from here till here, let's say A's watch shows 8, and A has reached here, and B has also reached here. In this scenario, let's say 9 o'clock. Example, this is just an example, okay? In this scenario, what is constant? Two scenarios, A moving from here till here, B moving from here till here. What is constant?
In same time, they have done.
Just right there. Time is constant, correct?
Time is constant, yes.
And what is the distance traveled by A and distance traveled by B?
280.
Distance traveled by A is what?
120 plus 80.
Distance A went from X till Y. That means travel 200.
200 plus 80, 280.
200 plus 80, which is 280. Distance traveled by B?
80.
80. So total? So what's the ratio of the distance? And what is the question saying? Find the ratio of?
Speeds.
If you know the ratio of distance, 4 sevens are 4 twos are. What will be the ratio of speeds? Same.
Same.
Why,
Yes.
Suresh?
Because distance proportional to speed.
Because distance is big. See, you shouldn't say it that way. If time is constant, ratio of distance is equal to ratio of speeds.
Okay, okay.
Try to be
No,
as
sorry to interrupt, but can we say that it's directly proportional? That's why we are taking the same values.
That's what I'm saying. A distance proportional to speed as time is constant, we can say we have the same
Okay.
values.
We are all saying the same thing. I just want you guys to be simplified. Rather than saying, they are proportional, I'm saying ratio of distance is equal to ratio of speeds. Isn't that simple?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. See, if you can, with whatever information and knowledge you have, if you are able to explain, let's say, a humongous or a very difficult concept to a 5-year-old using as simple words as possible, then I can assure you, you have understood or you have learned that concept properly. So aim for that. So Alia, go for this question.
A train X starts from Meerut at 4 p.m. and reaches Ghaziabad at 5 p.m. So
Just a
1
sec.
hour.
This is Meerut. This is Ghaziabad. Okay. So time taken by X,
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. While
While another train Y starts from Ghaziabad at 4 p.m. and reaches Meerut at 5:30 p.m. So
time taken.
1.5 hours.
Okay.
The two
See,
trains will, yeah,
handy. So let's say train X is moving from here till here, train Y is moving from here to here. What is constant?
distance.
Okay. See, I'm not taking into consideration where are they crossing. Okay, I'm more interested in this distance right now. So if I were to assume some value of distance, can I assume some value? A smart value, probably. Alia? Something that can give me speed to be integers. Do we have some value of distance? Can I assume some value of distance? I need to find the time. For that, I'm assuming some
90.
90. If you're assuming 90 kilometers, so speed of x would be distance upon time, which is 90 kilometers per hour. And what would be speed of y?
60.
90 speed is distance divided by time, which is 1.5. So 60. Okay, simple values, not a problem. Now, from which, right now I've assumed values in such a way that I have made this question according to what we have already done. Can you point out, Alia, from which topic or from which application this question is related to?
Relative speed?
Are you Alia? Let Alia speak.
So relative speed only.
Okay. So if they are moving from opposite directions, what is their meeting time? Okay, Mr. Suresh, now you can speak.
Distance by relative speed.
Distance by the
Relative speed.
summation of speeds.
Opposite the plus 90 plus 60 plus.
Yeah, so 90 by 150, which is 3 by 5 of an hour, which is 1 hour is 60 minutes. So 36 minutes. So with respect to 4 p.m., they are crossing each other after 36 minutes, which is 4:36 p.m. Is this point clear?
Sir, here no need to assume anything. Simply you can say d by 1 plus d by 1.5.
I know.
D will be cancelled.
Yes, it will be. But I'm just saying, if you were to assume, you can assume. Otherwise, you'll say what will be the speed? You'll say speed is distance by time, correct? D by 1.
D by 1.
Here you'll
D by
say D by 1.5, and then you solve. So I'm saying assume a smart value and then reach to the answer. All right. recording. Go for this question, Nupur.
Okay. So according to the survey, 7% of teenagers have not used a computer to play games.
See, if you read the whole question, have not, rather than working with the complements, okay, we would work with what we know. See, if the question is saying 7% of teenagers have not used something to play games,
Game.
what percent have used a computer to play games?
Sev-
What?
7. Sorry, 93% have used to play games.
Cool. Go on.
And then 11% have not used a computer to write reports.
So,
So 89% have
use the
used to write reports.
hmm.
And then 95% have used a computer for at least one of the above
This matches with our information. What is this 95%? What is this value? At least one value?
Yeah.
Or you can say what?
Like
Games
it's
or reports. This is the value of this. So these
total.
two circles. 95%. So can I
95.
say
Yeah.
G can I say games or reports, which is 95% is equal to games plus reports minus both games and reports?
Both. Yeah.
100 both. Better. What is games plus reports?
Games plus report is 93. Then R is 89. And then both, if we take
To the left, this is what? 90 plus 80, 170 plus 12. 182%
182
minus 95%,
minus 95.
which is 95 plus 7 is 102 plus 80 is
87%.
so both is 87. What is the question asking? What percent of the teenagers in the survey have
Survey have used
a
both to
computer?
play games and write reports.
The answer comes out to be
87%.
87. Is this point clear? How did you go about
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And Nupur, how did you go about this question?
Which one? This,
This.
sir, I have solved this one only.
Okay, very good. Good.
So this can also be done via the table method.
Yeah, but at the same time, try to simplify.
Okay.
Okay, have not used the computer to play games. If it was saying, once we come to this, come to a question that uses 2 by 2, I'll let you know what kind of information that provides.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Nupur, go for this question.
In a poll, 200 subscriber to financial magazine X indicated which of 5 specific companies they own stock in.
So if you calculate the total,
The overall is 200.
the total is 200.
And then the results are shown in the table. And if 15 of the 200 own stock in both IBM and AT&T.
That means we are concerned with IBM and AT&T. That's all.
Yeah.
IBM and I'm writing AT&T.
AT&T.
And I know this value, correct? Which is 15.
15.
What is the value of IBM?
It's 48.
What is the value of AT&T?
It's 30.
30.
And in bit,
Just a
yeah.
sec. If this is 15 and total is 48, then what about this value? If this is 15, this is
33.
33.
If this is 30, this is 15, what will be this value?
40.
15 now.
50. Oh,
15
sorry.
plus
No.
15 is 30.
30.
So what about this total? What will be the value of the circles? This is 48, this is 15.
48 plus 15.
63. That
63.
means I am saying there are a total of 63 people, okay, who read at least one of these, or who owns stock in at least one of these companies?
Yeah.
What is the question asking?
Number of those polled who own stock in neither of the company.
Neither of the
So,
companies. So we
yeah.
need to find the
So
value.
overall is none.
Overall is 200. This is
200 and
63.
then is 63. Their own is 137.
So 200 minus. So either you can write 200 is equal to none plus at least
None.
1, which is 63. So none comes out to be
137.
minus 200 minus 63, which is
Yeah, 137.
137. This should be the way to go about this question.
Yeah.
Good. Alia, can you explain question number 3?
Yes, sir. In a certain region, the number of children who have been vaccinated against rubella is
Just a
twice
sec.
yeah.
Just a sec. I'll write rubella. Okay. This is what I'm till here is
Next is mumps.
twice the number of who have been vaccinated against mumps. So let's say who have been vaccinated against mumps is
Two
X.
are.
If it is X, then it will be 2X.
Sorry to interrupt. Can we take some value in this question?
But there's already one value given in the question.
Okay.
First, let's have a look at the question. Okay.
The number who have been vaccinated against both.
Okay, the question is talking about this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is twice the number who have been vaccinated only against mumps.
Do we know this value? This is only mumps, right?
Yeah.
Do we know this value?
No.
If I'm saying Y, then what will be this value?
Y minus.
Array.
2y.
Twice now. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
twice.
2y.
Cool.
If
Now what?
5,000
Mhm.
have been vaccinated against both.
That means value of this is
2y.
given. 2y is given as 5,000. So what is y? Twice of y is 5,000. So y is what?
2,500.
So what is the total value of this circle? 5 plus 25 plus 2.5, or 5,000 plus 25, which is?
7,500.
So what is this value? Right now?
7,500 into 2.
15,000.
15,000.
If this is 15, and what is the question asking? How many have been vaccinated only against rubella?
15,000 minus 5,000, so
So this is
10,000.
15,000. This is 5,000. So only rubella
10,000.
would be 10,000. Only rubella 10,000. Is this clear? Was this difficult? I don't think so.
No.
Yes. This is an easier one. Harsh.
Yes, sir. In the city of San Durango,
Okay. In some city.
60 people own cat, dogs, or rabbits.
Just a sec. Cats. You need not draw this every time, okay? Just for your simplicity. CDR. And they own 60 people own cats, dogs, or rabbits. So if I'm saying this is 60, the total is 60, then none will be
0.
0.
30 people own cats, 40 own dogs, and 10 owns rabbits. And 12 own exactly 2 of the 3.
As in this value, this value, this value, this value. Okay?
Yes.
So if I'm saying, how do we know what is exactly 2?
Addition of all.
No, exactly 2. This plus this
CD
plus
plus DR
this,
plus RC
C and D plus D and R plus
plus
R and C.
RNC
And
minus
how many times this region has been calculated?
3
Right?
times.
3 times of all. Correct? So exactly 2 is what? 12 is equal to this value, CD plus DR plus RC minus 3 all. So I'm writing 3 all here.
So what is 3 all again? Sorry.
All. All the three.
But we have the information of the two,
Exactly
two
two,
of the
no?
three. Yeah.
So if I'm saying C and D,
Okay, got it. Sorry. Got it.
if I'm saying C and D, I'm calculating this region
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
If I'm saying D and R, I'm also calculating this once, R and C once. Hence, I have to subtract 3 times. Okay. So CD plus DR plus RC comes out to be this value.
192.
And can we make one more equation? We need to find this, all, the value of all. And there is one more equation, our standard equation, total is equal to none plus C plus D plus R minus CD plus DR plus RC plus all.
All.
Now I know the value of CD plus DR plus RC. From here, I know C plus D plus R. 30, 40, 10, 80. What is this value?
192.
12 plus 3 times of all plus all. So this is 80 minus 12, which is 68.
Yes, 68, sir.
Minus 3 all plus all
2.
is equal to 60. So minus, this is going to be minus 2 all, which I am putting on the left. So this becomes 2 all. And this is 68 minus 60, which is 8. So all comes out to be 4. For your homework, you can assume, let's say this is A, B, C, this is D, E, F, and this portion is G, and then try to solve. Okay. Here, in this case, you will have information on D plus E plus F, which is exactly 2, which is 12. Now you can make, with respect to cats equation, A plus D plus E plus G is equal to 30. Similarly, with respect to dogs, similarly with respect to rabbits. Okay, but this will be a bit of variables that you need to write. Okay, otherwise the question can be solved by this approach as well. Okay, try it out. This is an easier one. Anmol, can you go for this question?
Sure. In school, we all student must take at least one of the mathematics.
Okay, right now I'll not make the diagram. At least one of mathematics they have to take. So what about none region? None is 0.
Physics or biology. None of the students took 3 classes.
That means all is also
0.
0. Mhm.
The number of students who took mathematics class is 18.
Mhm.
The number of students who took physics class is 23.
Mhm.
And the number of students who took biology class is 20.
Mhm.
3 students took both mathematics class and physics class.
Mhm.
8 students took both physics class and biology class. And
Mhm.
students took biology class and mathematics class.
6 students took biology and mathematics. Question is asking.
So what is the total number of students in school V?
Okay, so total would be this value as in M plus P plus B minus NP plus PB, maths and physics, physics and biomaths plus all. We know value of all is 0. We know plus the total is none plus at least 1, and we also know that none is also 0. We have this information. What is M plus P plus B? 23 plus 18, which is 41 plus
53.
20, 61. What is the value of this? 11 plus 6,
17.
17. So 61 minus 17 is
51 plus 44.
44. Okay. This question looks a bit lengthy, but it's not difficult. Okay. Question number 6. We have also solved a similar question in the last class. Who's going to explain? Pranay? Pranay, can you help us out?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Of the 400 members at a club,
So 400 is the total.
260 use the weight room,
Mhm.
300 use the pool.
300 use the pool.
If at least 60 of the members do not use either,
What does it mean?
so that's outside, like in the, yeah,
None is greater than equal
none,
to 60.
60.
Mhm.
Then the number of members using both the weights and the pool must be between, yeah,
So can you tell me what is the maximum value of both?
40.
Maximum value of this intersection. Maximum.
I think it's 260.
260, no? Can
Yeah.
it be 270?
No, sir, because the minimum between both them is 260.
Correct. Okay, good. Now we can make one equation to find the minimum value of both. We know total is equal to none plus the value inside these circles, which is at least 1. So how will we write? Weight room plus pool minus both. Both I am taking to the left. This is 560 minus 400 is 160 plus n. Now I want both to be minimum. So what should I do to n? What is the minimum or the least value of n that is possible? Pranay?
I think it's
Why are you
60.
using, I think, a lot of times are you using, I think. None ka least value is 60, huh?
60. Yeah.
So 160 plus 60 is 220. So minimum value is 220, but maximum is 260.
260. Yeah.
Option D. Hope it's clear. Seventh,
Moment, could you go back to the previous question? Yeah, why the intersection part, why did you take it as 260 and not 300?
Good question. Let's say, and what do you mean by intersection? Let's say A is 10, B is 20.
The intersection, the A intersection
Common.
B part. Yeah,
This is maximum common between A and B. So between 10 and 20, can you take the intersection to be 20? That means you are saying in this circle, you can accommodate 20. When you know B is 20, so this will be 0 because total needs to be 20.
yes.
But the value of A is 10 now.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So you'll have to
And
take minus 10, which is not possible.
okay,
And
and coming down to the third one, both is equal to 160 plus n. In order to maximize n, you have minimized both, right?
in order, no, I want the minimum value of both, no? Both ka minimum value. So none starts from 60. None has at least 60 members. So none can be 61, 62.
So both you have taken the minimum value.
Because you are getting the point. Both is 160 plus something. If you want this to
Yes.
be, see, do not remember, you want this value to be minimum. So this box has to be minimum. What is the least value of this box? 60.
At 60, yes. Okay.
You should not remember in this way that, none needs to be minimum in order for both to be minimum. No, that's not the right approach. Nupur, explain this question.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. A certain firm has 28 lawyers in 3 states. And these lawyers have licenses either in only one state or all three states.
Just a sec. X, Y,
Right.
Z.
Okay.
These lawyers have licenses either in only one state or all three states. So what is the value of none, Nupur? These lawyers have license in only one state, either in one state or in three states.
None is 0.
And what about this value?
Which one?
This value. This value, this value, this value. If they
So
have
that will
license, if they have license in only one state, that means licenses here, licenses here, licenses here, or all
so
three.
that will be only X
That will
plus
be
Y.
0, 0, 0.
0. Okay, 0.
And just a sec. You give some variables, some nice small variables A, B, C, D. Okay, this is what we know till here. If 10 have license in state X,
10 have state X, 11 in Y, and
11
13
in
in Z.
So can we make equation X is 10? This whole circle is 10. So A plus D is equal to 10. Similarly, this whole circle is 11. So B plus
B
D
plus
is
C,
equal
D equals to
to 3.
11.
And this
And then A plus C, D. Okay,
B plus
D.
D.
Yes.
Can you make one more equation with respect to total?
So for total, it's X plus Y plus Z plus 3.
Now, see, you know that X only 4 variables are there, no? 28 is 0 plus whatever the value is inside this circle, these circles. So A plus B plus C plus D.
C.
Now you have 4 equations. You want how many lawyers have license only in state C? You want the
Into
value of C.
C.
Based on this information, these are 3 equations. Let's say if I add, see, I see A plus B plus C here, I see D here. If I add these 3 equations, I'll get A plus B plus C plus
Plus C
3D is equal
plus
to 30
3D equals to
plus 11, 24 plus 10,
20,
34.
34.
Let's say this is equation 1 and this is 2. Now if I subtract, I get 2D is equal to 6.
So D equals to 6, D equals to 3. So for in
If
Z,
if
that will
D,
be
I want the value of C, only Z.
in Z step. Yeah.
If D is equal to, I know C plus D is equal to 30.
30.
If D is
And
equal to
then
3,
D equals to 10.
equals to 10.
So,
Go on.
can you show this one with the traditional equation of totaling, like n plus x plus y plus z?
I give that as homework. So total is equal to x plus y plus z minus
0.
What would be x and y?
So D.
A plus B plus.
What would be c and y?
D.
That
Plus
is
D.
d
Yeah.
plus
Again D, sir. X, Y, Z.
here. From here, you'll get the value of d.
Okay, sir.
So
I was writing 0. I went wrong there.
okay.
I got it now.
Go for this question. Yeah, who was asking about, doing the question with respect to a 2 by 2 matrix? Here you see the information and then you decide. Nupur, can you explain?
Yes, sir. Okay. Of all the students in a certain dormitory, 1 by 2, half are the first year students and the rest are the second year students.
Just a sec. First year, second year. See, right now, first year, second year. Right now, I've written first year, second year. Go on.
If 4/5 of the first year students have not declared a major,
See, this is the information which tells you that you can use a 2 by 2 matrix. 4/5 of the first year students, then comes one more variable. Have not declared a major. Fraction of second year, who have
students have
declared the
declared
major.
is
That
3
means,
times
just a
major
sec.
and no major.
Just a sec, just a sec. So that means there is first year, second year as variables, and there is
Yeah,
major and not
no
major,
major.
no major as other variables. Okay?
Yeah.
Half are first year students, rest are second year students. Half are first year, half are second year. So what can you assume these values to be?
So if just suppose the total are 100 students, then it is 50 and 50.
Hmm. Okay. 4/5 of the first year students, 4/5 of this value. What
Four,
is 80% of this value?
so 4/5 of 50 is 40. That is no major.
No major is 40, so this value would be
Then major will be 10.
10. Hmm. Now,
And it is in the second part. It's they have declared the 3 times the fraction of first year student.
no, you're not reading the question properly. Read this properly.
If the fraction of second year students who have
what is the
declared
just fraction of students who have declared a major? How will you write
a
it?
major,
Fraction of second year students who have declared a major. How you will write?
uh,
Fraction
the
of second year. Second year is 50, so denominator
50
is
students.
50.
Yeah,
Who have declared a major? We do not know this value. Let's say
yeah.
this value is x. Fraction of second year students who have declared a major is,
Is 3 times the fraction of first year students who have declared the major.
so first year students divided by 50 who have declared a major.
The 10.
So 50 and 50 will get cancelled. So
So
x comes
X is
out to be,
30. That is major,
so
second
not
year
minus
major. Then
20.
20 is no major.
What is the question saying?
Then what fraction of all the students in the dormitory are second year students
Okay,
who
just
have
a sec.
not?
What percentage of all the students in the dormitory? So denominator will have all
100.
the 100. Are second year
Second year
students who
students
have not declared. So
declared
second
the
year
major.
students who have not
Who have
declared
not declared 20.
20. So 20 by 100 is
1 by 5, that is 20%.
20%, which is 1 by 5. 1. So according to the information, we are going to use this 2 by 2. I'll not randomly use this 2 by 2 in matrix. Is it clear to whoever that was asking?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Palak, go for this question.
Sure. Among 100 students in a class,
Stop.
57, yeah,
Information interpretation. 100 students total.
57 like football
Mhm.
and 68 like basketball.
Okay.
The maximum possible number of students who like both.
Both. So both ka maximum value. Can you find out right away?
Yeah, it should be 57.
Should be 57. Minimum of
Football
these two.
will be completely enclosed inside the basketball circle. So yeah, that's 57.
57. And
The minimum possible number of students who like both football and basketball is represented by B. So we need to find the value of A minus B, maximum minus minimum.
I do not know. I'm saying none is n. So can I, for one more equation, I can say 100 is equal to none plus the value inside the circles, which is 57 plus 68 minus both. I'm taking both to the left hand side. This is what 60, 50, 110 plus 15, 125 minus 100, 25 plus 9. Again, Vatsalya, we have come to this situation wherein I have to find out the minimum value of both, and I have this 25 plus n. Now tell me, Vatsalya, what will be the minimum value of both here? When this is minimum, what is the minimum value of none? Vatsalya, if you're there.
Yes, it's 0.
0. So the minimum value of both is 0. Sorry, 25 plus 0, which is 25. And this is the value of B.
So 57 minus 32, minus 25, that would be 32.
32. Very good. Hope it's clear. Coming to word problems, who's going to explain? Who was having problems with word this? Come on.
I didn't make out in this one, sir.
Okay, go on. Read this question.
So sorry to interrupt, but I'm not able to understand the last question properly.
What's wrong?
So,
okay, you frame
I
your
was not able
question.
to understand. How did
We
you
can-
get the 32?
32.
Yep.
Look at what is the question asking. Question is asking a minus b now, where a represents the maximum value of both, which is 57. Once you have solved and found out minimum value of both, that was 25, and it was represented by the variable b. The question was asking you to find a minus b, which was 57 minus 25, 32. If you don't understand, we can take it after the class, okay?
Sure.
Jyotishman, go for this one.
Okay, sir. Last year, a state senate consisting of only Republican and Democrat members.
Take it, let's say R and D.
Had more 20 Republican members than Democrat.
20 more Republicans. So the Republican is 20 more than Democrat. This is one equation.
Yes. This year,
this
the
was
Senate
last year, and this year there's some information.
This year, the Senate has the same number of members as the last year.
Stop. Same number of members. What is the total number of members? I plus D, na?
Yes, sir.
So today, as in this year, it is also R plus D. Same number of members. Got it? Go on.
But it has 2 fewer Republican members.
Earlier it was R, just a sec. Earlier it was R, now it is R minus 2. That's all. Go on.
If this year, the number of Republican members is 2/3.
This year, which is R minus 2, is the number of Republican members this year is 2 by
2/3
of the
Senate members.
And what is the number of Senate members? R plus D.
Okay.
Solve. 3R minus 6 is equal to 2R plus 2D. So 3R minus 2R is R is equal to, taking 6 to the right, 2D plus 6 is your second equation. And the first equation is R is equal to D plus 20. Equate. D plus 20 is equal to 2D plus 6. D comes out to be 14. If you know D is 14, put here, you'll find the value of R. You'll get the value of R. 20 plus 14, which is 34. So total number of, how many members does the Senate have? Total number of members. R plus D, which is 48.
Okay.
We just had to frame equation. 2 equations.
I got confused in the variables.
Okay, all right. Palak, can you go for question number 2?
Yes. A company wants to buy computers and printers for a
Let's
new
say-
branch, CNP. And the number of computers can be at most 3 times the number of printers. So
At most. So this is not C is equal to 3P. It is actually C is less than equal
or
to.
equal to.
I'm writing this as C minus 3P less than equal to 0.
Computers cost 1,500 each.
Just a
and
sec, stop right there. If one computer costs 1,500, so C computers would cost
1,500 C.
good.
And printers cost 300 each. So 300 P.
300 P. One printer is P, so 300. Sorry, one printer 300, so P printers 300 into P. Good.
What is the greatest number of computers that the company can buy if it has a total of $9,100 to spend on computers and printers both?
If it has a total of 9,100, so this 9,100 should be equal. Okay, it can be equal to the total cost, or it should be greater. Is this point clear?
Yeah, at most.
Because this is the maximum value that we have. So whatever we are purchasing has to be less than or equal to this value. It cannot exceed this value. Is my point clear?
Yes.
So let's simplify. I'm seeing 100, 100 everywhere. So dividing by 100 gives me this. So I have first inequality and second inequality. Let's say I have 4 is less than equal to, let's say 4 is less than 10 and minus 3 is less than minus 2. Okay. We'll learn this in inequality, then I can add. See, if they're having the same sign, I can add. Even if I'm adding, this will get added. 4 minus 3 is 1, and this gets 10 minus 2 is 8. Does it change the inequality?
No.
No. So we can add the inequality, but you should not be subtracting, you should not be multiplying, you should not be dividing. I'm giving you permission only to add the inequalities by making the signs as such and then adding. So once you add, what are we getting?
15C plus 16C, so that plus C, so that's 16C.
And one more reason, why am I adding? Since I have seen C minus 3P and this is 15C plus 3P. I need to find, the question is saying what is the greatest number of computers. I'm more interested in the variable C. Hence, I'm eliminating P somehow. And here, the question has provided me with this such kind of information wherein I'm getting plus 3P in one equation and minus 3P in the other. Hence, I have made equations in such manner and then I'm adding. So once I've added, I'll get 15C plus C as 16C. 3P and 3P will get cancelled and I'll get
91. So
I can
C
divide 91 by 16,
will
which is
be 5.0 something. So that's why the answer will be
the
D.
number of computers should be less than 5 point something. Can the number of computers be in decimal? I have, let's say, 5.3 computers. Does it make sense?
No, it will be an integer.
So greatest value of C comes out to be 5. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir. So one question.
Yes, sir.
So when we are having a simultaneous equation of inequality, what are the things to keep in mind?
Just this.
Like what not to do?
You can just add or don't do anything.
That's all.
You can just add the inequality. That is, we'll learn this in inequalities. Okay. You can
Subtraction
add.
also we cannot do.
No subtraction, no multiplication, no division, only addition. But you have to make sure that inequalities are maybe looking like this, or let's say inequalities are maybe looking like this. Okay.
Okay.
You shouldn't be doing A greater than B and X lesser than Y and you are adding.
Okay.
Go for this question, Vivek.
Yes, sir. Abby, Brandon, Cedric, and D are planning to attend a concert.
A, B, C, D.
D are planning to attend a concert.
Hmm.
If their friend K also goes with them,
Hmm.
they will get a group discount on their tickets.
So here they are getting group discount. Here they are not getting group discount.
If the total
Just a
price,
sec. So if they're attending a concert and let's say each ticket is of K rupees, or let's say each ticket is of 10 rupees. So earlier, what was the total amount that they were paying?
40 rupees.
40. Huh. Now what is the question saying?
If the total price of the tickets with the group discount is same as the total price of the tickets without the group discount.
Without the group discount, what was the total price?
40.
So if they are paying 40, okay, how much is the discount?
The discount.
If group discount here was here, if group discount was not provided, they were supposed to pay how much?
50, but they paid 40.
So there is a discount of 10
Over a
given
base
over the base of 50.
50.
What is 1 by 5?
20%.
20% discount. Not that difficult a question.
Yeah.
Good. Nishant? Not Nishant. Samat, can you go for this question?
Yes, sir. Last month, a certain music club offered a discount to preferred customers.
Preferred customers. Okay.
After the first compact disc purchased, preferred customers paid $3.99 for each additional compact disc purchased.
Okay, so for after the first, for all additional compact discs, you have to pay
$3.99.
Hmm.
If a preferred customer purchased a total of 6 compact discs,
That means 5 as in first disc, then additional 5 discs.
and paid $15.95 for the first compact disc,
15.95 for the first.
then the dollar amount that the customer paid for the 6 compact discs is equivalent to which of the following?
Okay, so for the first, he paid 15.95. For the 5 additional discs, how much will he pay? Samat.
So 5 into 3.99.
Okay. Is it matching any option? 15.95 plus?
Yes, sir. A option.
Is this the correct one? 3.99 is 4 minus 0.01. It is 4 minus 0.05. Here it is correct, 4 minus 0.01, but here it says 15.90, which is not correct. 5 into 4 plus 16. No. 5 into 4 plus 15.95. So here in these options it says 5 into 4. So I'll write in that manner. 5 into 4 minus 5 into 0.01, which is 0.05. So this is 15.95 minus 0.05 will give me 15.90 plus 5 into 4, which is this option.
A option.
No.
A.
15.9 plus 5 into 4. Option A. Not difficult. Again, you should not falter in this question as well. Samarth, go for this one.
Yes, sir. The ratio between the present ages of Akash and Bipul is 5:4.
Can I say 5K, 4K?
Yes, sir.
Akash, Bipul.
The ratio between Akash's age 10 years hence and Bipul's
Just a
age
sec.
10
Stop,
years.
stop. Akash age 10 years hence would be
5K plus 10.
Bipul's age 10 years
10
ago.
years ago. 4K minus 10.
This
Is
ratio
5:3.
So can I say 5K plus 10 divided by 4K minus 10 is nothing but 5 by 3?
Yes, sir.
Multiplying 15K plus 30 is equal to 20K minus 50. So 20K minus 15K is 5K is equal to 80. So K comes out to be 16. So 5 into 16, 80. 4 into 16, 64. Now I know the present ages. What is the question asking?
What is the ratio between Akash's age 5 years ago?
What is Akash's age 5 years ago?
80 minus 5.
80 minus 5.
And Bipul's age 5 years hence.
Bipul's
64
age
plus
5
5.
years hence. So 75 is to 69, which is divide by 3. 3 25s are and 3. 69 divided by 3 is 23. 25 is to 23. I hope everyone has gotten the answer to this question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who's going to explain this question? Not difficult, but not so easy either. Tanisha? Shobna. Hi, Shobna. How are you? Can you hear us, Shobna? Can you explain? Okay, Shobna is not listening, maybe. Tanisha, can you explain?
Okay. Uh, Dersi lives at a distance of 1.5 miles from work.
So this is
So this is her
home.
work. Yeah, and this is work. She can walk to work at a constant rate of 3 miles per hour.
So time taken while she's walking would be?
Uh, 3.5 hours.
See, in 1 hour she travels 3 miles. So in 1.5 miles she'll travel half of, correct?
Yeah.
Half of that time. 1 hour, 3 miles. So 1.5 miles, half of this value, which is 0.5 hours,
0.5.
which is 30
Hmm.
minutes.
30 minutes.
Or
Or she can ride the train to work at a constant rate of 20 miles per hour.
if she is traveling by a train, how much time she'll take? Distance, which is 1.5
Hmm.
minutes, divided by speed, which is 20.
Yeah.
So
So it would be
15 by 200,
0.07,
which is
0.075 hours. So we can convert it to minutes.
which is 3 by 40 of an hour, which is 60 minutes.
60, yeah.
So 18 by 4. 18 by 4 is 9 by 2. 9 by 2 is 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes. Hmm.
Go on.
If she rides the train, there is an additional X minutes spent walking to the nearest train station.
Okay, so if she is
So
traveling via train, the actual time taken is,
X plus 0.5 minutes.
and this X includes what? Walking to the nearest.
Walking time to the nearest train station.
So walking to the nearest train station, waiting for the train, taking the train, and from train to work. Okay, this time
Work.
includes everything. Yeah.
X plus 4.5 minutes. Yeah. If it takes her a total of 15 more minutes to commute to work by
Walking.
walking,
This
then
is it. So with respect to 30 minutes while she's walking, it is taking 15 extra
15 minutes more. Yeah.
with respect to something. So that something would have taken 15 minutes. Now we'll see what is
Hmm.
that something. Then it
Then
takes,
it takes her to commute to work by riding the train. So X plus 4.5
so
plus 15
when
is
she's riding
30.
the train,
Train,
okay,
yeah.
she's taking X plus 4.5 minutes, and we know that this is the actual
It's
time,
15 minutes.
total time when
Mhm.
she's riding plus waiting. Okay. So X plus 4.5. So X comes out to be 15 minus 4.5, which is 10.5 minutes. 10. So you're able to do this question correctly, Tanisha?
Yeah.
Wow, very good. This was a good question. Seventh. Who's going to explain? Who's going to explain? Palak, can you explain?
Yes, the total cost of a vacation was divided equally among three people.
Total cost, let's say total cost is T. It is divided among three people. T by 3. This is the
If
average
the
contribution.
if the total cost of the vacation had been divided equally among four people, the cost per person would have been 50 less.
If it was divided in this manner, okay, then this cost would have been 50 lesser
50
than
less
what?
than the previous average cost.
Okay, so if you solve this equation, you'll get the value of T. Okay, this is one way. Or total cost of vacation was divided equally among three people. So first something is getting equally divided by 3, then something is getting equally divided among 4. If you were to assume a value, what
12.
value? 12. So average contribution earlier was 4. Right now it's 3. So there is one less. In the question it is saying cost per person would have been
50 less.
So how do you make one?
Multiplied by 50.
So right now as in initially the average contribution was 200, and how many members were there?
3 members.
So 200 into 3 would have given you
600.
600. This is one way, the other way would be this. In the exam, if this doesn't click, no problem, go for this. This is just an equation in one variable. Wouldn't take that much time as well. Question number 8, who's going to explain? Nishant?
Yeah, so during a certain 2-week period, 70% of the movies rented from a video store were comedies.
Movies, let's say movies were M, or you can assume a value as well. Okay?
100. I took 100.
You took 100. 100. Out
And
of this, 70% of the movies, which is 70, were comedies. This is comedies. Okay.
And the remaining movies rented,
Of the remaining, as
the
in
remaining
30 movies are remaining.
yes, there were 5 times as many dramas as action movies.
So there are dramas and there are
Actions.
action. There are 5 times as many
Dramas
as
as
action. So dramas is 5
Five.
times. So let's say if this is A, drama would be 5A.
Yes.
Total is equal to 30. 5A plus A, which is 6A equals 30. So A equals 5.
If no other movies were rented during the 2-week period and there were A action movies rented,
A
then
action
how
movies rented. We have taken A as the action movies rented. Good.
many comedies in terms of A were rented during that 2-week period?
Since we have assumed some value of A, put in the option and see which option matches. A is equal to 5. 5 by 14, does it match? No. A as 5. 5 into 5 by 7. No match. A as 5. So 7 into 5. 35 by 5. A and A will get cancelled. You are getting 7. 14 into 5.
Yes.
14 into 5, 70. And the question is asking, how many comedies in terms of A were rented? So comedy movies were 70. So 14 into 5 is equal to 70. It matches. This is our answer. 35 into 5 is 175. It doesn't match. So answer to this question is option D. Okay. This is an easy one. Who's going to explain? Shashank, can you explain?
Yeah, sure, sir. Exchange rates in a particular year. $1 is 5.3 francs. $1 is 1.6 marks.
Okay.
An American dealer bought a table in Germany for 480 marks.
So cost price is 480 marks.
And sold the same table in France for 2,385 francs.
2,385 francs. Okay.
What was the dealer's gross profit on the 2 transactions in dollars?
In dollars. Can you convert this marks into francs? You have this conversion rate given. Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 mark, as in if you divide this equation, let's say $1 is 1.6 mark. You need the value of, let's say, 1 mark. So 1 mark would be 1 divided by 1.6 dollars is equal to 1 mark. I'm dividing this equation by 1.6.
Yes.
So can I write this as 480 into 1 by 1.6 marks, as in $1.6?
Yes.
Point, a 0 will go up. 16 3s are 48, followed 2 zeros. Similarly, how will you convert this francs? $1 is 5.3 francs. I'm dividing this equation by 5.3. So I'm getting 1 francs is equal to 1 divided by 5.3 dollars. So 1 francs, in place of francs, I'm writing 2385 into 1 by 5.3 dollars. Again, putting a 0 in the numerator. 53 into what? 540s are maybe. 53 into 4 is 212. 26 is the remainder, and we'll have one more 5. So 265. 53 into 5 is a 265 and followed by 1 0. So cost price is 300, selling price is 450. That means there is a profit of
$150.
$150. Okay, not that difficult. Question number 10. Last question was going to explain. Vatsalya, can you explain?
Yes.
Right, go on.
A certain movie star's salary for each film she makes consists of a fixed amount
Okay,
along with a percentage.
so salary consists of a fixed amount along with a percentage,
Along with
let's
a
say
percentage of the gross revenue of the film generates.
X% of whatever the gross revenue is.
In her last two roles, the star made 32 million on a film that grossed 100 million and 24 million on
Just
a
a sec. So this is one equation. 32 is equal to some fixed amount plus X% of gross.
okay.
The
Yes.
sec.
And 24 million on a film that grossed 60 million.
Okay. So when I was solving this question and I was making this equation, I got confused whether I take X and Y here, whether these percentages are same or not. But I found out if there were two equations and three variables, I wouldn't be able to solve these questions. Hence, I assumed that these percentages have to be the same, as there is no other information that was provided. Okay, along with the percentage. I don't know whether these percentages were same or not, but according to what the question said, it should be the same. Yeah. Go on.
If the star wants to make at least 40 million on a next film, what is the minimum amount of gross revenue the film must generate?
Okay. So her salary needs to be at least 40 million, according
Yes.
to what the question is saying. So we have two equations, two variables. Can we find out these values? Let's say if I'm subtracting equation 1 minus 2, I'm getting 8 on the left. F and F
Yes.
are getting cancelled. So X% of 100, X% of 60. So X% of 100 minus 60, which is 40. 8 5s are 40. I'm left with 1. X% is X by 100. 5 20s are 100. 20 goes in the numerator. X comes out to be 20. If X is 20, 20% of 100 is what?
20.
20. 20 plus something is 32. What is this something?
12.
Well, I have the value of F. I have the value of X. So can I say salary is nothing but fixed amount plus 20% of whatever the gross amount is, gross revenue for the film. This should be greater than equal to 40. This is what the
Yes.
question is saying. So 40 minus 12 is 28. 20% is 1/5. Can I multiply 5 here? As there is
Yes.
no negative sign here, I can easily multiply. So the gross revenue should be at least 140 million.
Aman, is there a different way of solving this particular question?
I think we should be going the same manner. Or if you're not making any equations, you could have, visualized it as, if the salary was 32 and if the salary in the second film was
Because
24,
yeah,
if you're
what
thinking about,
I
just a sec,
did
just a sec,
is
just a
yeah,
sec.
sure.
If you're thinking about the difference, the only difference that could have been created was because of this, because there was one thing that was fixed, right?
Yes.
So 8 is somehow equivalent to this difference, which is 40. I think you're talking about the same manner.
Yeah. I just I took out the difference and that's how I did it. I did not take the equation, like the two equations you formed, I did not do that.
It's okay. It's okay. But
Yeah.
but initially, I would say, since this topic is itself related to framing equations, as in word problems, you should be in the habit of making an equation. In the examination, the approach that you solve with may strike or may not strike. But this can definitely strike.
Okay. Also, I have a general question. Could
Just
I
a
go
second.
ahead and
No, no,
okay.
let me stop the recording, then you can ask. All right, so this is the end of the class.